Hey guys, K-Rose here. I'm going to talk a little bit today about the keto lifestyle, why it's been so powerful in my life over the last 17 months and why it's been the easiest to maintain, so to say. I hear a lot of people say it's a misconception that keto is super hard to maintain. It is not healthy long term. That is totally false. It is an old wives' tale. We're actually born in a state of ketosis and it is 100% healthy to maintain as long as you're doing the diet properly. So this means you are eating healthy fats, you're eating the right portion sizes, you're also making sure that you're eating your vegetables, specifically greens, and you're keeping up with your electrolytes. That's also very crucial with the keto lifestyle. This kind of came into play about 17 months ago, which was a year after my second daughter was born. A lot of people didn't know that I struggled immensely with postpartum depression, and I kind of hid it from the world because I was really embarrassed. And when keto came up, I thought it was crazy. I was like, there is no way. Like I'd been struggling to lose my baby weight for a year, you guys. It was absolutely frustrating because it was my second child and working out was almost impossible. Everything hurt when I tried to work out, my hips, my back. I had a ton of inflammation and it wasn't easy for me to lose the weight from the second pregnancy, and I gained about 45 pounds. My first, I gained a lot. I don't even remember. I know it was over 55 pounds with my first. I was actually borderline diabetic with my first pregnancy, and I had finger pricks and all of that fun stuff. They had to check my urine for different things for that diabetic condition. What is it called? Gestational diabetes. My mom was I found out she was also borderline during her pregnancies. So it didn't come as a shock to me that I experienced a lot of weight gain and a lot of health problems with my first pregnancy. My second pregnancy went a little bit better because I took care of myself better. I did try to exercise, but my diet was not the greatest. I was still eating very high carb and I still gained about 45 pounds in the end. So losing that weight was extremely difficult. I was doing severe calorie restriction. It was not healthy. I don't recommend it. I also had a previous eating disorder, so it wasn't a good combination for me to try to just not eat and cut out foods. I didn't know how to properly take care of my body. I didn't know what to feed myself. And so when keto came along, it completely went against everything that I believed. So for those of you who don't know what keto is, it is a high fat, low carbohydrate, moderate protein lifestyle. I know it sounds crazy for those of you who might just be digging into this. You're like, why would somebody want to eat a bunch of fat? Well, the thing is, when we eat a lot of high carbs, it's actually really hard on our organs. It's hard on our bodies to process that as fuel. Like I said previously, we are born in a state of ketosis, so our bodies and our brains are meant to run on fat. So when you're in ketosis, you're actively burning your fat stores for fuel, which is good, right? Especially if you want to lose weight, especially if you want to lose fat. And after doing a lot of research and digging into this, I found out that keto has been around for over 100 years, you guys. It's been around a long time before it even had the name keto. People were doing this lifestyle because way back, when the cavemen existed, this is exactly how our bodies were fueled, by fat. And there's a ton of medical journals, there's a ton of research and science behind the ketogenic diet. I am not going to dive into all that because I am not a doctor, I am not an expert. I am just a mom of two girls who found better, and I just wanted to share that with you. Just some tidbits on why we choose to continue it. Honestly, because I feel incredible now. I have been able to do amazing things. I no longer am in pain every day. I actually wake up and I am ready to take on the freaking day. I am just excited, and that's a huge mental shift for me. This is the first time in several years that I haven't had to be on any pharmaceuticals. I haven't had to be on antidepressants or anti-anxiety medications, and I'm not making any medical claims whatsoever. You guys can look up keto and whatever condition if you have questions, because I can't answer medical questions, but I am just telling you my story and why I choose to continue it. It's just how our bodies are supposed to be fueled. It's how our bodies are supposed to function. And I know how I feel when I eat healthy fats and when I eat really low carb, as opposed to when I eat really high carb and I have all of these issues and this mental issues and the digestive issues. You know, all of that stuff is associated with a high carb diet, which is pretty standard in the American diet. Unfortunately, we eat a lot of processed, really unhealthy things, and it is detrimental to our health. So if you guys are looking into doing keto, I do have a Facebook group. You can find me at the Keto Mommy on Facebook, also on Instagram. Otherwise, my personal page is Katie Rose Olson, just like my YouTube. And I'm going to pop some pictures up of where I was at prior to doing the keto lifestyle and where I'm at currently. I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you are feeling the love, the keto love, go ahead and subscribe and feel free to follow me on social media.